Hello and welcome back to Cookie and the Haydens, and I'm Car Boot Chris, and we've got another unboxing video, these two big bad boys here, and I've spent the most amount of money that I've ever spent in one haul with these. So yeah, here's the story. I found a listing on eBay for somebody who was clearing out their stock of vintage clothing and a few accessories as well. Now when I originally saw the listing, I think they had it listed for $1.5 grand. And that was for over 200 items of hand-picked vintage gear. So this is gear that this person has already been to either a sale or one of the warehouses and hand-picked it themselves. So you'd like to think that there's some decent stuff there. So anyway, I saw this listing, it was up for $1.5 grand. The next minute they'd relisted it, and then they'd relisted it again at £1,000. So at that point I'm thinking, I'm going to have a closer look. So I looked through all the photographs. There isn't photographs of everything because I think there's something like 215, 216 items in total. So they couldn't photograph everything, but from what I could see, there looked like there was some good stuff. So we had a lot of to-in and fro-in, chatting about prices, and I ended up offering £600. That was free postage on it, and in the end they took that offer. So I've paid 600 quid, flat 600, and I should have here 215, 16 or so items of pre-picked vintage stuff. So what's that? That's just under £3 an item, so about £2.80-ish an item. So it's the biggest haul that I've ever picked up. It's the most amount of money that I've ever spent. To say I'm nervous is an understatement, but let's see what we got. Now let's get the box open first. Don't forget, you guys are really good at letting me know about items that are in these vintage hauls, whether they're any good, the brands, the team names. So as I go along, if you're watching now, make a comment if you see something that I don't know what it is, or see something good, drop us a comment. And a like, of course, if you like it. So, first up, and I knew that these were in because these were on the photographs, there's quite a few of these 80s style handmade like canvas windbreaker wallets or purses. Quite a few of these, and I'm pretty sure they said that they weren't actually vintage, but these are vintage style, so they're like 80s style. There's quite a few of them. I think there's about 20 of these, and these do sell online on the likes of Etsy. We have seen some, and eBay, so there's quite a few. So yeah, there you go.
Been made from windbreaker jackets.
Oh, Annabelle says they were made from windbreaker jackets. It actually looks like sort of shell suit material. So it's like maybe made from shell suits, like repurposed or upcycled. So there's quite a few here. So there's 4, I think there's around 20. 8, 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25 in total. 25. Let me know what you think. Remember, keep, commenting. Let me know what you see. Feeler 80s by the looks of it. Feeler 80s fleece. We've got a Puma Pacers jacket. Don't know who the Pacers are. It looks like basketball. I'll have to look that one up, but it looks like a nice jacket. I'm going to try and put t-shirts on this side. That's a long sleeve. You've seen it before me. It's DC, DC 94. That's quite nice. Long sleeve. Let's try and rattle through these fairly quickly because I've got a lot to get through. US Polo Assassin, is that? I don't know. What's this? A jumper? A sweater? Oh, that's quite nice. USA Brand of the Pros. Different. Maybe 80s, 90s jumper. I'll put that on this side. I've got Kappa here. Kappa t-shirt. Oh, it's a vest. Pretty plain vest top. Much to say about that one. Remember, on average, all these items have cost me just around the £2.80 mark for all of them. And I've got over 200 items. What that is. I've got a Nike Texas. It's got Texas written on. Oh, it's got a Nike Texas brand there. It could be here sometime, and my arms are aching already. There's a retro Nike top. What do you think so far? So far, it looks.
Yeah.
It for once we've actually got some vintage here. Capital City volleyball t-shirt. Sports jersey by the looks of it, maybe. Barclays Bank. Don't know the team at the moment. Jumper. Could have folded these, couldn't he? Nike FC. Put that on the jumper pile over here, long sleeve pile. Boyce State jacket. Nike. This is a big one. This is an Adidas MLS jersey. An MLS jersey. Another large one. Just an Adidas. Quite a large tee. They just stuffed them in here. Fila Italia hoodie. Umbro, I can see Umbro, it's a plain Umbro. Not a huge amount of value in that one. What's this one? You've seen it before me. It's a big one. It's Champion. UCLA softball. Quite a bit of sports stuff. Probably nearly all sports. Nike Brazil. That's quite a nice tee. Quite like that one. Nike Brazil. We've got a shell suit here by the looks of it. Shell top. It's Asics. It's a decent brand. purple shell top. Different. Lakers t-shirt. Oh, this is AC Milan. It's not in great condition. I don't know what that is. Maybe a training top of some kind. AC Milan. I don't know what that mess is there, but I'll have to have a look at that. Adidas. Like it's got some age to it. Adidas Soccer. That's quite a nice t-shirt, although it is faded a little bit, but still. At least it's got the age that we were looking for with the vintage stuff. Brazil Nike. I think Annabelle's got some ironing to do. Fancy doing a bit of ironing?
Get that bloody steamer out.
Yeah, we'll have to get the steamer out, won't we? They've literally stuffed these in the box. They could have folded it all. The amount of money I paid for it. Wizards. Basketball Adidas. That's quite a nice top. It's a big size. Nice t-shirt though. Here's a jacket. It's a feeler. Not a bad looking jacket.
Nice.
That's a nice jacket, that. As long as everything's intact, that'll be a good one. Very nice. Like that one.
Kind of averages out when you look at some of the t-shirts.
Yeah, some of the not so good
there,
t-shirts, and then some decent. This one's even this champion top's got a label, so it's brand new. Glen High School. That's a nice jacket. It says Winslow 22 on the back, but quite a nice looking jacket that. My arms are aching. I might have to just take a break in a minute. Stretch my arms. What's this one? That's a Nike. Looks like 90s. New York City Marathon 98. See, I'm getting to know me vintage.
Pity it's too small for me. That's the year he was born.
That's actually a really nice jacket, and on the back it's got New York Marathon 98. That's a cracker, that. I think that's the best. I think that's the best looking item so far. What's this? Nike basketball. It's a bit worn. What have we got here? Bayern Munich triple. So when Bayern Munich won the title, the European Cup, and probably their home cup, that's from that season. So that could have some decent value. 2013. Not vintage, but still a decent t-shirt. Nike sportswear tee. So it's a polo shirt, Tommy Hilfiger, extra large red. It's creased to hell. That's the problem with buying vintage. It tends to be creased up really badly. Here's a nice looking Nike green jacket. It's in good condition. Don't know what it is though. Oh, hang on, what's this? State. It's got state on it. Anyway, nice looking jacket. What's this, a tracky top, is it maybe? No? Yeah, no. I don't know what that is. That, I have no clue.
Someone's PE kit, I think.
Yeah, it's like an old football shirt of some kind, but absolutely unbranded. So, possibly not worth very much, that. This is an old jersey. I'm going to have to do some research on that, but it looks pretty old. It's got a little bit of a tear on it. Don't know what it is.
Again, that looks like a school football jersey.
Could be. Adidas t-shirt. Green. Another Adidas, this time a blue tee. £2.80-ish each. It's averaging itself out, like Annabelle said. There's a Puma there. Deutschland Puma. Certainly getting a decent number of vintage and retro items rather than recent. Something German. Some interesting stuff. Adidas, Boston Athletics Association 2017. That wasn't the year again, was it? The Boston Marathon.
Can't remember what year it was. Possibly.
Could be, couldn't it? I can't remember the year. You know, the big incident at the Boston Marathon. I've already got one of those running tops. Seattle Mariners, Major League Baseball Nike. That's a nice one. Reebok 32. That's a huge one. That huge t-shirt. What are we thinking so far? Worth the money? Thumbs up from Annabelle. Diesel. I don't think this is vintage. Still, Diesel always does pretty well. Is this some kind of sports jersey? Puma, I can see that from the back. Number 2. Oh, it's dirty. Gonna have to go in the wash, that one. No idea what it is, so that's one I'm gonna have to look up along with a ton more. This is gonna keep me going for a while, isn't it? My research on these is gonna be about as long as your ironing sessions. That's a Nike plain basketball jersey, although it has got a hole on the back.
Looks like a reversible.
Possible reversible. Quite a big
It's
jersey.
got a Nike on the other inside.
Right. Reversible. Kappa t-shirt. So that's the end of the first box. I'm going to just exercise my arms and then crack on. Right, we've pretty much just managed to open that box. It is absolutely rammed with stuff. So let's just start. was it. That was all 216 to 20-ish items. And she's actually fallen asleep. She was that interested. She has literally fallen asleep. So just to round this off a little bit, I've done a few little calculations. I've done some estimates into what I think this lot is going to be worth. And I reckon all the jackets that are here, there's 12 jackets. I reckon on average they're about £30 each. So that's what, about £360. I've also got 25 of these handmade 80s style purses wallets, and let's say roughly £10 each on these, so that's £250. Now, we saw lots of t-shirts and polos. Let's make some assumptions, and there's about 180 here, by the way. 180 there. So let's say half of these t-shirts are going to be worth £10 each, roughly. So that's 90 times 10, so that's £900. And let's say, for instance, that we're going to bundle up the other half. So let's say we're going to do 2 for £10 on the other 90. So that's 90 times £5, which is another £450. So that is a very sort of conservative estimate as to what we've got here. So what's the total, Annabelle?
1,960.
So the total is £1,960 as a rough guess. It could be more than that, it could be less than that, but I'm saying on average I reckon that's what it's going to come out with. So if you take £600 off that, that's 1,300 and something. If you take your fees, your PayPal fees, your eBay fees and etc. off that, you knock a couple of £100 off there. So we're probably looking at somewhere between £1,000 and £1,300. But that's just a guess for profit. That's just a guess. Could be more, could be less. Thanks for watching, and drop us a comment, leave us a like. See you later. Oi! Wakey wakey. Wakey wakey. That serves you right for falling asleep on my video.